Hello everybody, Tinfoil Hat Lady here. Update, ancient machine cuts from Giza. And here I am at the Great Pyramid of Giza. We had great tour guides and some authors. Christopher Dunn, The Giza Power Plant, Lost Technologies of Ancient Egypt is also his book. We also had Stephen Mailer, The Land of Osiris, and From Light into Darkness, his second great book. Brian Forster from Peru was also with us to document some of the architecture. This is the Giza power plant basic idea. And here's Christopher Dunn showing us an ancient machine cut. And look at this one. These things are just insane. When you're looking around the Giza Plateau, you see them everywhere. And we were so lucky to have Chris Dunn there to give us the eye so we could find them. So there's a couple shots of one. You can just see there, it looks like a little flattened mouth. Amazing. Look at this. Look at the machine cut. This is not copper and chisel. This is a machine cut. Proof of ancient technology. Well, high technology in ancient times. I mean, just look at this. You can see with your own eyes, the evidence is sitting right there on the Giza Plateau. Look at this saw cut. Look at the little angle over to the right. Amazing. Here's a water channel. They use two types of water, the cold earth, the deep mineral water, and then the surface solar water here. You can see the channels for the water. Stephen Mailer pointed this out to me, so I documented it with my little camera there. And here's another machine cut. Look at this round machine cut. Just as modern as you can. Look at this. All the different angles, all the different radii. This is pounded out. You can see the corners are not 90 degrees. So there's the difference there. Okay, here's another machine cut. Wow. There's another shot of it. Vroom. I don't know what it was. Sound, water, who knows, light, but that's granite. All right. It's very hard. And look at the architecture of how the floor is put together there. Just like in Peru. And here's our smoking gun. Check out this red granite. Look how it's cut. Look at that. It's like 1/8 of an inch radius here coming down. I mean, this is not a copper chisel and a dolomite pounder. And it's just sitting there right out at the Giza Plateau. And there's Chris showing us how flat it is. There's Brian Forster and Chris doing the examination. And there's one of these wraparound walls. The corners are just amazing. Second pyramid. Some people think it's the first one built. Still has casing stone at the top. And here's a groovy customized camel I thought was pretty awesome. Here's some Roman quarry marks you can see in the granite. How they would make these little divots, put some wood in there, put some water, swell the wood, and pop it apart. You can see how rough that is. All these casing blocks just fell off the pyramid. It's just wild. There's Stephen Mailer teaching us, telling us all he knows, sharing his wisdom. No climbing. There's Cairo, right up against the Giza Plateau. Dig in your basement, you'll find something good in Cairo. And again, here we are examining these wonderful artifacts. Moving up to the third pyramid now to document some of these knobbies on the casing stones. They're just like in Peru. And this was of great interest to Brian Forster. Do you see those little knobbies? We don't know what else to call them. There's Brian coming up to take photos and video. Such a privilege to be there. His first trip to Egypt. I'd love to go to Peru with Brian. It's a great day. Again, here's the casing stones of the third pyramid. With the knobbies. What are they? Big heavy stones with knobbies. At the Serapeum there was knobbies as well. There's the top of the third pyramid, second pyramid, and back to the knobbies. There's me in front of the knobbies. All right, moving along past the Valley Temple out into the old bits around the third pyramid there. That was Chris Dunn. And there's the great tough-nut lady herself. Another one of these amazing walls with the wraparound corners. Incredible stuff. Look at that. How did they do that? Stands forever. Same thing in Peru. And look how they've notched this wall just so. Sets in there just right. Yusuf pointing everything out to us. Look at this place. Bendy corners, bendy rock corners. Here's the Valley Temple. Low, megalithic. No writing on it. Very ancient. You can see above all the erosion in the old temple up above. And here's more of those Peruvian style walls. Well, I guess Commission style. Everybody comes from Kemet. Blue Wizard. That was a little slit for light to come in there. The previous shot. One stone. Crazy. And here they've cleaned off a bit so you can see the granite. I don't know why they cleaned off just 2 squares like that. It's very weird. But here's another wall. I mean, check it out. Look how they just cut them to fit together. And I don't know, I guess little statues or something were in here. These niches in the floor. There's another sunlight slit. Above you can see a newer temple, eroded. Granite table. Granite. No, it wasn't a table. It was a granite pillar, obviously. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Yeah, Valley Temple. That's what I'm looking at. And there it is. Look how old. I can't even believe you're seeing this stuff. Ancient, super ancient beach that someone quarried for the floor of this old megalithic temple. Isn't that beautiful? And look at this big piece of black granite just stuck right in the wall. Flat as a pancake, just beautiful. And there again, the old temple up top, or the newer temple up top. And this beautiful statue at Memphis, obviously machined, not done with copper chisels. There's Yusuf showing Chris something very wonderful. Edfu, the beautiful pyramidion on top of this ancient artifact. What is it? Time machine? Beautifully polished. Here's another one at Elephantine Island, just tossed. There's a few of them, just tossed asunder. Like some cataclysm must have come through and just, like, this is a huge thing. How did it get there? And again, here's the Osirian. Just like that temple, the Valley Temple. No writing, except for this little stained flower of life under there. Oh, excuse me. Keep listening. There's me hiding behind the Chapel of Sekhmet statue. And here we are in the king's chamber, oming away with our happy orbs. Or it could be dust. Happy orbs everywhere. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you found this interesting.